I could make you care if only you'd let me.
Oh, God, come on, Courier. It's just a bunch of stairs. Oh, God. You know, normally I wouldn't have a problem with this, but wow, this environment suit is not good for my sweat glands. You know, it's ironic how something that's designed to protect you from the elements seems to be also designed to make you want to rip it off within 5 minutes of putting it on. God, I can feel the sweat running down my face and I can't fucking wipe it. There's so much moisture in here, I think I might be growing my own fungus. Let's just get this over with so I never have to come back here again. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I actually miss the feeling of the desert. It's still baking hot, but at least it's not so humid, you know? Oh, where the hell is Keely? Don't tell me. Did she get stuck in the elevator? I fucking knew that was gonna happen.
Evening.
Oh, never mind then. But I stick by my instinct. I refuse to trust a 200-year-old machine that involves holding heavy weights. Feeling better, Doc? You had plenty of time.
Good, you're here. Ready to begin?
Well, my legs are about to say fuck this and hand in the resignation letter, but the rest of me can't wait to get to work.
Time is of the essence, so I'll be brief. This place is filled with spores that are toxic to humans, and we need to get rid of them. I've pumped the vault full of a highly flammable gas that, once ignited, should destroy the vast majority of spores. There's one problem, though. The gas becomes semi-inert on exposure to oxygen, meaning the gas will have to be ignited close to where it's being introduced. I need you to find the vents where the gas is being pumped and ignite it. Oh, and survive the resulting blast.
Holy shit, you really do want to set things on fire. Finally, someone thinks the way I do. I don't know whether I should be happy or disturbed by that. But, whoa, step back for a minute here. What the hell do you mean by survive the blast?
Yes, there'll be an explosion when the gas is ignited. But I'm sure you'll be fine. Now leave me to my work.
Okay, unless you're one of the boomers, you don't get to say the word explosion so casually without elaborating. So, yeah, your work can fucking wait. We're trying to sterilize the vault, not collapse it. There's no fucking way I'm gonna use the flamethrower for that. I already have a pressurized tank on my back. I don't need an external explosion on top of that. How the fuck am I supposed to ignite the gas?
In the area where the gas is active, any kind of fire or explosion should do the trick. Hell, even lasers would do the job. If you don't have anything like that, I've got some grenades in my bag in the corner that you can use.
Thanks, but do I look like the kind of guy who doesn't carry grenades on him at all times? I guess you've been down here too long to know who I am. So, where are you pumping this gas? If I have to play rat chicken with death again, I'd rather do it once.
I set the gas to pump into the 5th level since that's where the concentration of spores was highest. I'd start looking there. Typically, these vaults use circular vents in their air circulation systems. Look for a wall with 2 of them almost side by side. There's one just around the corner outside this lab if you need an example.
5th level? That's pest control. Oh, for fuck's sake, that means I have to go all the way back down and through the caverns again. Is there a reason why you couldn't explain this plan to me while we were both down there? I wouldn't have bothered coming back up. Well, at least going downstairs is not as bad, but I'm gonna have to come back up again eventually. Oh, back down we go.
Good. Return to me when it's done.
Your attitude is starting to rub me the wrong way, lady. People who fall into that kind of category either reconsider very quickly, or they lose the ability to consider anything. I'll leave you to figure out what I meant by that. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for. I hope the venting gas is visually obvious, because I can't smell anything through this suit. Don't get me wrong, that's been a hell of a blessing. It's almost worth the sweat. Oh god, this is not worth the sweat. I think my legs are forming a union, which is bad timing because I might have to run later. Can't wait to break that news to them. I'll ditch the flamethrower as a peace offering. As fun as that thing is, it's not that practical outside the vault. Plus, I'm holding around a lot of liquid fuel, and unlike some people, I don't have a suit of power armor.
Aw.
But it's fine. I'm in no hurry to try that out. That might sound weird to some people, but I know for a fact that without proper training, that thing can snap your spine like a twig. They're called power armor for a reason. Plus, I have a feeling that if you ever fall over wearing that, you're never getting back up again. I guess that's why those NCR soldiers can wear them. They took out the fancy mechanical components, but considering how heavy the rest of it is, you're still not getting back up after falling over. Well, no thanks. unless I have to charge a machine gun nest, walk through a minefield, or fight someone else in power armor. I think I'll stick with regular protective equipment. Ooh, I think those are the vents. And I can see the air distortions. So how the hell are we supposed to do this? This plan is only effective if it purges the entire vault. So we can expect a pretty powerful blast, but that doesn't leave us anywhere safe to hide. Would this be far enough? It leads deeper into the caverns, so I would guess the gas doesn't reach this far back. But what if some of the spores are lingering around here? That kind of defeats the purpose. Best solution, in my opinion, is to burn what we can and seal this vault off. We have the data now, and that's what's important. You guys stay here. I'll sort out the ignition. You should be the one doing this, Veronica, considering you have power armor. But never let it be said that I'm not willing to scorch my ass off personally. Okay, so I have two choices. I can either use the laser, which is longer ranged, but I don't have a clear line of fire from here, and there's no delay, so I won't have time to run. The other choice is to use the grenade, which is the exact opposite. You won't get to make this kind of fun decision with anyone but me. Fuck it, pineapple it is. God of explosions, have mercy on us all. Okay, run. God damn it, Lex, I'll give you a raise later. Oh shit, there it goes. Holy hellfire. Now that is a flamethrower. Yes, Lex. I'll give you sick pay and annual leave. Yes, you can have childcare too, although I have no idea how you will be eligible for that, but sure. Take all the benefits you want. Just don't go anywhere else and we'll be fine. Let's just hope that was the final nail in the coffin for the Green Coalition. If not, then at least the Green Men. They're the real threat. The Mantises are small fry, and the killer plants are, well, plants. They're stationary. Oh, Keely, you bitch. Hope you're comfortable sitting up here while I do your dirty work. What was your plan if we didn't show up today?
Evening.
Oh no, not you two.
Ah, good. You survived. I was beginning to think you hadn't. You'll be pleased to know that the spore should no longer be a problem. Now all that's left is to ensure that none of this ever happens again. The research that led to these abominations must be erased.
First off, you're staring at a blank screen as well? I guess this must be a thing I didn't know about. Are these pre-war terminals telepathic? But anyway, once again, why the fuck didn't you do that while we were down in level 5? That's where the backup computers are. Don't you dare make me go back down there again.
I've managed to create a connection to the Vault's backup system from here. I just have to remotely delete all the files, and we're done here.
Okay, in that case, why did you wait for me to come back up to do that? You ever heard of multitasking? I hope this isn't gonna take too long. My legs just told me they want to hold a confidential meeting with your face.
No, it shouldn't take all that long. Just a few more moments, and that's strange. The system says that the files were accessed recently and copied to an external source. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
Oh, noticed that, have you? Yeah, believe it or not, rescuing you was merely a side objective next to finding air filter components and harvesting eggs. Don't ask. The research data was priority number 1. Don't look at me. Go bitch to your boss, Dr. Hilder. He hired me for this job.
Yes, that sounds like something he'd do. Well, there's nothing for it then. Those files need to be erased. Hold out your arm and I'll have it done in a flash.
Firstly, you touched my Pip-Boy and your hand is coming off. Secondly, what makes you think I would turn my back on the contract just because you told me to? I don't know whether to marvel at your confidence or laugh at your stupidity. Thirdly, I actually agree that some of these files are dangerous, but unlike you, I can see a bigger picture.
How do you figure that?
Well, you clearly didn't read the terminal entries. The Green Men were the result of one particular project out of at least 4. The killer plants, the mantises, the fungus, and the farming tech. You want to erase all of the files, even ones for that last project? That's a hell of a baby you're throwing out with the bath water. In any case, the concept of developing pesticides using predatory species is hardly unique. Someone else is bound to have the same idea eventually, and when they do, you can show them why it's such a terrible idea.
I suppose the data here could serve as a warning to other scientists. Tell them what paths of research not to follow.
Exactly. I'm getting slightly disturbed by how often I have to give scientific advice to actual scientists. You think those pre-war guys would have made the same mistake if they had the benefit of hindsight? Well, I've got that hindsight right here.
All right. You convinced me. Take the files back to that buffoon. You make a good point. But I still honestly hope you know what you're doing. I've unlocked the door, so you're free to run along now. Although it pains me to say it, I wouldn't have made it out of here without your help. If you're heading back toward McCarran, tell Dr. Williams that she has my thanks as well.
You locked the doors? Were you trying to trap me in here so I would have to obey your commands? That is so cute. Be glad I bothered to convince you, because otherwise I would have to tell Dr. Williams that I found your corpse. But don't worry, this data is safe with us. Eddie, begin decrypting those files. Make sure you take out anything that would give Hildern too many ideas, but leave in the gory details of what happened here.
Well, that depends entirely on how the Elder reacts. If he doesn't play ball, then I still have one other card left. The air filtration components. These replacement parts are 200 years old themselves, and they won't last forever. We're looking for them in volts, for fuck's sake. Even if we find the other two components, once they fail, where the fuck are they gonna find the next batch? No, they need a long-term solution, ideally one that involves manufacturing. And you know who might have the capacity to do that? Our good friend Bobby. See, this is how you build diplomatic relationships. That didn't even cross his mind. This is why my position is so important. There's only so much information he can gather from where he is. In some respects, he's practically blind. Well, I'm more than just a pair of eyes and ears. I have hands that can open doors to all sorts of opportunities. If he doesn't understand that yet, he will soon enough. Hey there, Doctor. It's been a while, I know, but the job's done.
Keeley just called in. You should have heard the director. But wait up. Now look here. She wouldn't let him finish a sentence. Just reamed him out for sending all those people to the vault. I've never seen his face so red and twitchy. Thanks for keeping her safe. Here's the caps I promised. I knew I had a good feeling about you.
Thanks, but to be perfectly honest, I was this close to just leaving her for dead. That lady has an attitude that makes me want to use her as a test subject. No wonder she went missing and Hilda couldn't give a flying fuck. I don't want to speculate on what kind of relationship you two have, but let's just say I hope she treats you better than she treats the rescue party.
Right. Stay safe.
Well, if I just touch the nerve, be sure to visit Dr. Usanagi at the New Vegas Medical Clinic. I'm sure she's got all the time in the world to listen to your sob stories.
Hello.
Just watch yourself around the sniper when you get there. Okay, time to hand over the goods. For all the shit we've been through, I want to see the NCR growing giant mace and honey mesquite this time next year.
Evening.
Hell, this might even sort out the water shortage around here. Think about it.
I received a pleasant call from Dr. Keeley. It seems we have you to thank for keeping her alive. Very charitable of you.
Oh yes, I'm sure it was as pleasant for you as it was charitable for me. Between the two of us, I don't think that woman works well in a team. She's better off doing independent work. But anyway, here's your damn data. You know what we went through to get this?
Wonderful. Excellent work. Let me see it. It'll take a moment to decode on my terminal.
What, this terminal that's not even switched on? That is next level in terms of computer usage, and I am sick of pointing shit like that out. I'm just going to pretend that you guys actually know what you're doing. But hang on, I'm not letting you off the hook that easily. You missed out a few key details when you sent me there. Like how I'm random merc number 17 and the previous 16 all turned into fertilizer.
I don't see how that's relevant. The dangers of the vault were your business, not mine. The only question is whether the data is still intact. I think Williams' decryption algorithms seem to be working. Yes, here it is. The data is mostly uncorrupted. This will make the board of directors finally sit up and take notice. Here then, as promised, an agreeable sum payable upon delivery of the data. You've more than done your part.
Firstly, if you ever want to hire external contractors again, then you better believe that risk factors are fucking relevant to us. Secondly, you might want to study that data in greater detail before you send it off. Let's just say that vault became the green hell for a few reasons. Yeah, that's right, not just one.
Your concerns are perfectly understandable, but I assure you, they're entirely misplaced. We would never use technology that wasn't fully tested. We aren't some motley band of vault alchemists. We're with the government, for goodness sake. Have a little faith in us.
You want me to have faith in you just because you're working for the NCR government? Well, that statement alone just made me lose what little faith I already had in you. I don't think I should waste any more time here. Forget giant maze. Just make sure you don't restart the Green Coalition. Otherwise, I'll come and end your misery personally. Don't look at me like that. You heard me, right?
Evening.
Yeah, keep an eye on him. If he ever starts turning green, light a fucking match. Well, of course he's only in it for himself. It's all about promotions. I bet in 10 years' time he's gonna be switching over to politics. Anyway, at least he confirmed that the data is intact, so that's good news for Veronica. What the hell is happening? Is that a sandstorm? Is that what the noise is? Aw, shit, it's that defense system! God damn it, I forgot about that! I gave my legs too much time off! We got back way too late! Fuck it, let's just make this quick. We can do this. Ah, shit, I can't see a damn thing! Oh, God, this sand in my nose! I have to cover my face, hang on.
Oh my god, I'm sorry, Longs. You have to make do with my hands and a dirty rag. Don't you go on strike too? Wait a minute. Where the hell am I even going? I thought it was this way. This shit is working too well. Feel free to chime in any time, Eddie. Come on, bunker with a tree. Bunker with a tree. Where the fuck is... Oh, there it is. Oh, salvation. Oh, fuck you, Vince. This was all your fault in so many different ways. Oh, there it is. Please, open up.
Oh, Jesus. Jesus. Oh, that was so stupid. Oh my god, I don't know why I didn't just wait. This was all for you, Veronica. I told you to meet me here. I didn't want to leave you hanging. This is what happens when I make promises to people I care about.
Thanks. Wasn't wild about sticking around here on my own.
Yeah, I figured that. I just wish I remembered about that goddamn sandstorm skin stripping machine.
Sorry about that.
It wasn't your fault. My lungs can submit a formal complaint to my brain and balls. You won't be involved in that process, you'll be glad to know. I think I just shortened my life expectancy by about 5 years. Weirdly enough, I think that storm did more permanent damage to me than most Legion assassins ever could. There's something to think about. But anyway, I double-checked with Hilda. The data is at least readable, so that's one excuse the Elder can't use against your suggestions. What you guys do with this data is of course out of my hands. I just hope you guys end up growing plants that can feed people, not the other way around. Of course, it's also possible that he's just going to use it to feed the Brotherhood and no one else, so be prepared for that response. Going from being self-serving to being generous is quite a leap, but I'm sure you've already taken that into consideration, right? Wonderful! I see you've used your time waiting for me very well. Is this how you prepared for your exams back in the day? Oh, I have a good feeling about this. I'll let you do the talking to begin with, but in the very unlikely scenario that he doesn't buy it, tag me in and I'll try to fill in the gaps. You can play good cop and I'll play whatever sticks to the wall cop. Hey guys, or gals, it's impossible to tell. Hey, do us all a favor and tune into the jazz radio station in your helmet for the next hour, please. Hello, Elder. I would ask if we could talk in private, but you probably have cameras in every room, so I'm not gonna bother. Veronica, you're up. Remember, be charming.
Veronica, I hope...
I brought you a present. This disc has secrets to breeding plants that can thrive in the wasteland.
High Elder Maxon didn't found us to be botanists, Veronica.
Think about it. No more trading guns for food. Total self-sufficiency. It's what we always wanted.
This won't get us Hoover Dam.
Yes, it will. If we feed people, they'll support us. They'll join us.
What does the Codex say?
A bunch of closed-minded bullshit.
Whoa!
We do not help them or let them in.
But...
we keep knowledge they must never have.
give it a chance. For me. I can't stay here and watch us waste away.
I'm sorry.
We'll die out.
I know.
Wait, what?
Come on. I can't listen to this anymore.
Hang on, that's it? You're gonna end it there? And what do you mean, you know? You know you're facing an existential crisis and you still won't do anything about it? She's got the solution right there and you're gonna turn that down because of what? Dogma? Say something, Veronica. Just give that disc over to the scribes. When you're done pulling your head out of your own anus, think about the implications of what we found and we'll have this conversation again. We held your hand and led you to the door. We even opened the door for you, but you won't even step through? Do we have to carry you as well? Oh my fucking god, that guy just made my life a hell of a lot harder.
He wouldn't listen. The truth was right there staring him in the face. How could he not listen?
I warned you something like this could happen. I was hoping you would have a backup plan, but you just threw in the towel right there and then. I guess now we need to go and find the pulse gun and present that alongside the farming tech. That might make a stronger case.
No. Our case wouldn't be any stronger if tomorrow they all died when their energy weapons backfired. I just didn't expect that. There was no getting through to him. How can I help them when they won't accept it?
I still think you're giving up too early. What if we spoke with someone else? I do have a plan C, but it's going to involve the air filtration components, so we'll need to talk to that Lorenzo guy first.
It wouldn't matter. The Elder has final say. The hell of it is he's one of our most progressive members. If I can't get him to agree, it's hopeless.
He's progressive by your standards? Actually, now that I think about it, that's not even the issue. He acknowledges there's a problem, he's just not going to do shit about it. So he's more like a robot who's only slightly self-aware. But hey, we always have Plan D, which would involve that part of the codex we talked about. Except, I don't think Harding will be much better. Maybe you should give it a shot.
Huh. Well, that's imaginative. But it's not really for me. I couldn't get one of their most reasonable members to accept a rational argument. I don't see them coming out in droves to support my coup. And that's really not what the Brotherhood needs right now anyway. They're hanging by a thread.
Ah, but you're only saying you don't think it's a good idea. You didn't say it's impossible. That's good to know. But is this really it? Everything you told me, your hopes, dreams, and fears, are you really giving up? Well, now what?
I don't know if I can stay. Maybe it'd be better for everyone if I left. Spent my life somewhere else. Work with the followers of the apocalypse, maybe. Put my knowledge to some good use. Or I can stay here with the people I care about and do whatever I can until it comes to a slow or sudden end.
Veronica? Holy shit, you're taking this hard. You realize that a lot of things can still happen, right? I mean, sure, it might feel hopeless now, but God knows what could happen in the next few years or even just the next few days. Look at how much we've accomplished in that time. We've left our mark on a lot of people, and you know that I'm gonna keep helping you no matter what, right? Things don't have to be that bleak. But hey, this is your life we're talking about. I've exerted way too much influence on you and the others already. What happens next is your choice. And frankly, that's the way it should be.
Not even a hint, huh? Jeez, I really am all alone on this one.
No, that's not why.
I guess I'll stay. If I left, there wouldn't be any coming back. It might be something I'd instantly regret. Things are gonna get harder for the Brotherhood before they get easier. I should support them in whatever way I can. Let's get going. I'd like to get my mind off all this. And some fresh air would do me some good, right about now.
Look, that was my way of respecting your judgment, okay? Don't you insinuate that I don't give a shit about any of this. You have no idea how much this matters to me. Hold on, what do you mean you want some fresh air? What, from outside?
Look, I'm just saying, we could wait until morning. I don't think even this environment suit was designed to withstand a fucking sandstorm. And it's not just sand. I remember what that terminal entry said. It's fancy high-tech sand. I don't remember what was in it exactly, but I can tell you right now that it has no place in my lungs, or indeed whatever filter this suit uses. I mean, it's pretty obvious the filter in this suit is not going to be as sophisticated as the ones in this bunker, and even those can't handle this high-tech sand. Basically, this suit is gonna be a write-off. I can't give this thing back to the followers like this. Let's hope your power armor is more resilient. It fucking better be. God knows the military will have to be prepared against all kinds of weird biological, chemical, or indeed sand-based weapons. That said, I'm not sure we should be putting that to the test, especially 200 years after the warranty has expired. I don't want to turn this into a competition to see which filter fails first, but I think that's gonna happen regardless. Well, brace yourselves. This is gonna be fucking loud.
We heard Veronica talking with the Elder. We won't stand for this.
Wait a minute. Were you guys waiting for us out here all this time? I don't know whether I should be flattered by this. We could be doing this in the main lobby, you know? But that's beside the point. If you heard us back there, then you would know that the Elder already slapped us down. So what's your fucking problem?
High Elder Maxon didn't just found the Brotherhood. He defined it. To serve in the Brotherhood is to serve his ideals. Our way of life is based on them. We know no other path. There is no other path. With her leanings, Veronica spits in the face of every knight, paladin, and scribe to serve in our ranks.
Oh, really now? Firstly, if you know no other path, then that says more about your ignorance than anything else. I wonder if Maxon would approve what you're doing if he knew how fucked you guys are right now. Secondly, if Veronica's leanings are such a massive insult, then how come there are only 4 of you out here? We should have been lynched the moment we stepped outside the Elder's office if she really did spit in the face of every knight, paladin, and scribe. You have a strange definition of the word every. And thirdly, it's all a moot point. Like I just said, the Elder already turned us down. And if he didn't order our execution, then what gives you the authority to take unilateral action? I'm pretty damn sure that's a direct violation of the chain that binds. So stand the fuck down. This isn't your place.
Their sentimentality prevents them from administering justice. Our duty is to the Codex above all, something your companion has forgotten. And that gives us the authority to make it our place.
Wow, if that's all it takes for you to circumvent that rule, then why the fuck is it even there in the first place? But let's put that aside for a minute. What does the Codex say about the meaning of the name Brotherhood of Steel? As far as Veronica is concerned, Brotherhood is the same thing as family. Is this how you treat family? You drag them out into the night to execute them just because they don't agree with you? That's what cults do, not families, not brotherhoods. And you dare describe yourselves with the word steel? Seriously? Your beliefs and ego are so fragile that the moment someone questions them, you start falling to pieces and the only response you can think of is violence? If you cannot allow your beliefs to be challenged or scrutinized, then that just shows how weak and pathetic they are. This is why the Elder didn't order an execution. He believed that the Codex and its teachings were strong enough to be defended with words, not guns. And he fucking won. Now your ideals are stronger than ever, all because someone dared to question it. Face it, Veronica did your chapter a service, and if you're gonna execute her because she hurt your feelings, then you're not worthy of the name Brotherhood of Steel. You're nothing more than a cult of tinfoil.
She'd be doing a greater service by carrying out her duties and not trying to undermine the Elder's authority. This had better be the last time her loyalty falters. You've been warned.
Her loyalty is the reason why we did this in the first place.
God, I should get used to this, I guess. People get desperate. They turn on each other. First thing to go is trust. I don't think it's ever going to be the same for me in there. Knowing no matter what I do, it's going to end badly. But they're all I have.
No, I don't think so. This is just the beginning of a very slow process. But sooner or later, reality is going to catch up with them. I mean, it's already caught up to the Elder, for goodness sake. He hasn't budged yet, but I'm willing to bet that his ass is going to start shifting if things get worse. Hell, he's already broken part of the Codex just to get this far. But hey, like I said, it's your decision. If that little performance just now made you reconsider your choices, then I don't blame you. It's not too late to walk away.
No, I think it is. I have to be resolved about this. If I waver, it'll just make things harder. They need me, and I'm not going to abandon them.
Well then, I guess that means I still have my #1 incentive to stay on the Brotherhood's good side. But you're gonna have to catch up with your friends. Make sure to put out any malicious rumors before they get out of hand. So I guess that means your journey has come to an end. Unless there's something I can do to convince you to stick around. Do I have to bribe you with more dresses? Because I will.
Yeah, I've got the rest of my life to help them out. I could spare a little while to see things through with you.
See things through with me? That means you're in for the long haul, because let me tell you, you have no idea how much shit I'm gonna have to sort out. But if you're sure, then how about we get the fuck out of this storm and get a stiff drink? If I have to pass out tonight, I'd rather go with alcohol than lack of oxygen.
Good idea.
By the way, just so we're clear, the Brotherhood is not all you have. Not anymore.